Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token channel, and let's get into it, folks. This is the daily update, hex.com. Let's go. And we can see that we've just got day 782 hot off the press, 22nd of January 2022. Man, oh man, 3 weeks into 2022 already. The price is 17.664, holding up pretty well at the moment. Only down slightly at 0.4% negative, so pretty cool. Let's get on to the return on investment multiplier from the 5th of January 2020, 3,129x, excludes staking, of course. Stake it and to make it, as they say. The payout per T-share is 6.136. Can you believe it? That is crazy good. Look at these results. Absolutely amazing. Wow. It's so great to have T-shares. It is the money printer. Very cool. The T-share price, 3,623. And hey, up 12.1. We're over 20,508. That is epic. So great to see that happen. And average stake length, 6.11 years. That's still the same. The annual percentage yield rate, interest and early in-state penalties, 39.31%, folks. Very cool. And of course, let's have a look at the liquidity. Actually, liquidity is down on the liquidity pool, so interesting. The price is down slightly, but the liquidity on Hex is actually down to 144.3 million. The USD in the pool, 38.2 million, and that's actually up. And the liquidity in the ETH is a 1502, slightly down there by 48. So interesting numbers going on there with the liquidity pools. Total valuations, let's have a look at this. 10.66 in value locked, 102.03 billion in market cap, still over 100 million. That's very nice sign. And T market share is a 38.34 billion. Now, T shares are down 3,288, and that's 10,583,450. Amazing. As I say, if you go back to the liquidity back here, if everyone was able to buy that without pushing the price up absolutely astronomical, you would probably only be able to get about 6,000 T-shares or something, because you need 20,500 Hex to get it. So it's pretty crazy to think about that. All right, so a total supply, 638 billion, and only small amount of minted inflation today, $7.3 million. That's very cool. Circulating supply is 577.6 billion, and that's down 28.5 million. So that's a good sign too whenever it's going down. And of course, stake supply is 60.3 billion, and that's obviously up 35.8 million there. So corresponding with the decrease in circulating supply. Let's have a look at the percentage of coins, not 9.46%. That's holding pretty okay, but that's relatively low still. And payout is 64.9 million Hex. Penalties are fantastic today. I say that because when you're a staker, it's fantastic. 2.8 million Hex is paid out. Total holders 412,000. 840, up 435. The stakers up 131 to 36,215, and the stakers up 156 to 96,956. 959, I should say. Current holders up 203 to 277,797. So those are the results today for day 782, folks. Let's get on to the Hex price and have a look, check that out. We can see that we've been zigzagging down here, obviously with the market sentiment being very bearish. We have the price actually holding up pretty well. 17.6 cents. Got down to a low here just a little while ago. Let's have a look at that on the candle. We're probably not too far back there. Let me just pull that up with the ruler there. We were probably not too far back. The lowest, a little bit off the low there, a couple of percentage points. But the low was a few hours ago, and that was 17.14 cents. So we're actually holding up pretty well. I did say that the next support line, if we go to the daily, and we will do that now. The daily one there is, let's wait for it to populate. We're going to drag that over. The daily one is down here at about 16 cents. Some people have 15 cents, but I think 16 is kind of the next level, and expected to bounce off that. Now on the log scale, I have it that it's still above the log scale and the channel, upward channel for the long term since the beginning of Hex. I see a few people out there have got it breaching the support line. I don't actually see that at this stage. On the linear chart, I think we're still looking okay. Obviously, we've got the downward channel here. We've broken, a few supports around here. Still got the upward momentum as saw that bottom support line there, and also the 16 cents. So see whether we'll bounce off the 16. Like I said, I think next week's still going to be a bit rocky with the Fed Reserve announcement and the tech stocks also having some influence, like Tesla and Google and stuff announcing their results. So we'll see how those go. So next week could be a little bit more rocky. Typically, you get a couple of weeks in a row. So we'll see maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But of course, we've got Pulsechain coming up. Everything is going super well with the testnet. Is proceeding very, very well. And of course, the end of the sacrifice period is not too far. It's about a month away. Let's pull that up on that. Be accurate. We'd like to be accurate on this channel. We've got about 31, 32 days left to go until the PulseX sacrifice finishes. We're looking very good with the testnet, and of course, we could have the chain launching sometime in March, is what I can see. Let us have a look over at Liquidity. T-share 1000 is currently at $3,626 at the moment, with the price of Hex at 17.6. You can see the T-share price is up and to the right, pretty much. I think it's up and to the right there. We had a bit of a consolidation period here. I see the next ramp up is going to be pretty hardcore by the time we get there with the T-share price, because the Hex price is really ramped up. And the T-share rate is only up and to the right. See this curvature happening in this chart? Well, this is actually still relatively low in the long term of the curvature. The curvature really starts to ramp up and goes crazy. So just take that into account. We're up to 20,500 for a T-share. Pretty crazy. Adoption, of course, going up to the right. This is going to go insane once Pulsechain launches. I think it's going to take a lot of people off guard. They're going to go, whoa, where'd that all happen? But it's going to be pretty amazing with mass adoption there. It's going to be the fastest mass adoption we've seen in crypto. You watch it. It's going to be crazy. The Hex payout's been fantastic, of course, be a staker. Let's have a look at the 15-year stakes, of course. We're going to zoom in on the first 6 months here, and we're going to jump over to see that. Here we are. So we've got these candles coming out. This one, and this one were all restaked at the end of last year. And, of course, there's some of those short-term ones we see, but they're quite strategically placed as well, particularly this one here on the 28th of February. And that's got we've got 345,000 T-shares coming up by that time, accumulative. And on that particular day, we've got 567 million Hex coming out there. And then we've got a big open slather. So we'll launch probably Pulsechain here. You can see there's hardly any supply coming from stakes. It's only what's in circulating supply that will be an issue. Otherwise, it's not until the 9th of May. And probably quite a bit of this stuff here will probably just roll on, is my guess, into the future. So very, very cool. Let's jump over to the whale bot. You can see that the whale bot has got 4.5 million Hex staked and ended slightly early there. They played a bit of penalty. That's where we got most of our penalty from. So thanks very much for that. And not sure why they ended slightly early, but maybe just because of market conditions. 1.3 million Hex was bought 23 hours ago, which was pretty cool. And then $732,000 Hex was staked for 2,190 days. So congratulations for them. That's what Hex is designed for. And that was about it from there. Let's jump over to Pulsechain. Obviously, we're waiting for Pulsechain. Everything on testnet's going super well. The biggest yield farming history, biggest airdrop in history, super fast, super cheap, and the fastest way to mass adoption, which a lot of people don't talk about. I'd like to reiterate that because it's going to be huge. And let's jump over to Pulsechain. 3 seconds and 587,000 transactions now running on the testnet. Very, very cool. We saw some new projects a new project getting announced coming onto Pulsechain. So there's more and more starting to come on from the supply side. If you think about dApps and stuff, very, very cool. All right, let's jump over to PulseX. Let's do a refresh on this and see what the rate is. 945 million on the ETH chain. 945 million, nice. And of course, we've got 23 hours and 32 minutes to go until another 5% rise. We just ticked over the day, of course. $1.98, folks, for 10,000 points, basically double what it was at the beginning. So that's what your rate is, but I still think this is relatively good. And as you can see, it's still relatively good if you compare it to about the fact it's going to be $10 by the time we get to the end of the 25th. day 58, 59. So very, very cool on that. So good stuff. Let's jump over to the PulseX.info site. This is where you want to sacrifice. This is the DApp. That link is in the video description. Just follow the instructions and you'll be perfectly good. And of course, here is PulseXLeads.com. Let's refresh this as a third-party DApp. And let's have a look here. So we're up to 989.5 million, and this includes Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance Smart Chain. And we've got almost 17 trillion estimated sacrifice points at the moment. That's almost 17 trillion. That excludes the Origin account. So that's going to be maybe 85-90% more volume of that. So cool. We've got 117,577 wallets, so that's actually increased quite a bit since today. Very, very cool. Our top 10 looks pretty similar. And of course, my favorite one is the Hex one there, 2,153,000,000, almost 154 million Hex sacrificed on each chain. Will also be off on the Polygon chain. Let's quickly look at the day results for the end of today, which just finished 30 minutes ago. We have a day 25. We had 2 million sacrificed on day 25. So there's your results, folks. And that is actually up slightly from yesterday. Woohoo! Despite the fact that the market's in such poor decline. So very, very cool. And a great result. That's a great result. All right, so let's have a look at Richard Hart's tweets. These are some of the relevant ones I see. Get your tickets now. Nagabo in the house holding a big party during some of the conference coming up. So very, very nice there. Well done to Nagabo. That looks very professional and very exciting. So I'm sure a lot of people will happen. That's going to be during the conference. Also, a Pulsechain update 2 hours ago. Only Ethereum devs will understand. My devs told me they actually got a graph QL instance up in December, and the bridge uses it. Wow, so that's great. It's got a Blocklytics and a Robstein bridge and a Hex subgraphs on it currently. You can give us others to add. Very, very cool. So there we are. That's something there for that. And of course, let's have a look at Nagabo's Hex Mansion Party. Setting the stage for lasting memories. Looks pretty nice. I mean, that's pretty top quality stuff there. And of course, Nagabo's Hexkin Mansion Party. Hexkins come and be part of the crowning event of the Vegas Hex Conference and the forerunner event of the PulseCon Conference. So you can see there's lots more big events happening within the ecosystem. You can see how it's going to expand and span as we get moving to 22, 23. Very exciting. There's a red carpet affair, so come dressed to impress. The mansion party will be lit with 25,000 square feet of party room, DJ party, barbecue grills, cooking up the grub, all you can drink, red carpet views, photo ops, VIP rooms. There'll be a Hex giveaway, Pulsechain giveaway, PulseX giveaway, and PulseCon ticket giveaway. So come party Nagabo style. You don't want to miss the event, so you can click for the tickets there in Las Vegas. Very nice. And of course, here's a video by Nagabo, which I actually watched most of it. The most lit party in crypto history. There is some language in there. Just take that into account if you're not into heavy language. So just there we are. But otherwise, it's party time and in style. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Catch you later on for the PulseX live show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Catch you then, and we'll probably have a look at that new project that's teasing itself to come on the Pulsechain. All right. Bye for now.